Well, the firearms deer opener starts tomorrow at sunrise, and many people will have the color blaze orange on their minds. But one artist is bringing another color to the deer opener this weekend, bronze. For this week's In Focus, Catherine Silver speaks to sculptor Bud Berger about the bronze works he made for the governor's deer opener celebrations.
Most people celebrate the start of deer season by heading to the woods, but artist Bud Berger has a different idea.
It's very fulfilling to creating art.
The Bemidji-based sculptor creates life-size monuments of Minnesota wildlife and was asked to bring some of his works to the governor's deer opener this year.
I was happy to do it. It represents, what this event's all about, and that's the appreciation of wildlife.
Like Minnesota's time-honored hunting tradition, Berger's sculpting is an over 20-year pastime. And he created an elk, some grouse, and of course, a white-tailed deer for this year's event.
Full-size sculptures are simply phenomenal and truly reflect some mastery as well as some just amazing mechanics to be able to handle something like that.
Each sculpture varies in size, but this elk piece is over 750 pounds and took over 9 months to make.
I start with a maquette, which is a small scale model, and I cast that. And then when I decide to do a monument, I point it up from that, meaning I size up from the scale of the maquette.
Seeing the life-size sculptures, it's hard to believe that they started as small models. But Berger says it's actually the small details that make the pieces so lifelike.
And I'm very detail-oriented in making it as authentic, and the interpretation of putting all of the hair and the folds and making it as lifelike as possible.
Berger takes things to another level by studying the animal's muscle groups and adding shading to the already three-dimensional piece.
When you're sculpting to create these contrasts and values, and that makes the piece even more interesting, like the elk with the dark cape and then the body and all the contour and the folds, replicating that hair coming down his side and his belly.
With his art for the deer opener, Berger hopes to prove that there's more to hunting than just the thrill of the kill.
Killing a deer is a very small part of deer hunting. Just seeing them, listening, hearing them crashing through the woods.
All hunters have a tremendous appreciation of wildlife. That's why they're so supportive in their conservation. And art is just a representation of that.
And by preserving these animals in bronze,
once you do it in bronze, it's there forever.
These animals will be around for a long time. For this week's In Focus, Catherine Silver, Lakeland News.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.